Have you ever felt embarrassed or even ashamed when you couldn't make it to the bathroom in time? If you've passed 70 and started experiencing sudden urges to urinate or occasional leakage, please know that you are not alone. But more importantly, you are not powerless. Don't rush to believe this is an inevitable part of aging or something you must silently endure. In today's video, we will share a truth that few people talk about. There are 8 common habits quietly damaging your bladder every day. Stay tuned until the end to discover a simple, natural, and humane solution that helps you regain control and confidence. If you find this topic helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the follow button so you won't miss important health content specially made for seniors. Imagine your bladder as a delicate biological clock. Every action you take, from when you drink water to how you respond when you feel the urge to urinate, contributes to either regulating or disrupting this rhythm. This is not an issue of aging but an issue of habits. And those seemingly harmless habits are gradually weakening your bladder control, something you can absolutely preserve. One of the most common yet underrated behaviors is holding your urine for too long. You might do this because of a busy schedule, inconvenient timing, or simply not wanting to bother anyone. But every time you ignore your body's signals, you train your bladder to hold too much, and worse, you train your brain to ignore the urge to go. According to urology experts, this is one of the root causes why many elderly people experience sudden, unexpected urine leakage. If the bladder is repeatedly stretched, it loses the elasticity and strength necessary to control the flow. And when the brain no longer receives timely warnings, all reflexes become delayed, a particularly dangerous situation for those over 70, whose response times are naturally slower due to aging. And do you know what's even sadder? Many have lived with this condition for years, thinking this is just a normal part of aging, unaware that a small change, such as urinating every 2 to 3 hours, can gradually help them regain control and confidence. This is not just a physical issue, but a matter of dignity. When you care for your body properly, it responds with understanding and cooperation. So if you've ever said, "I'll go later," stop for a moment. Listen to your body. Don't wait until it's too late. Small repeated actions over time shape destiny, and you can absolutely rewrite the destiny of your bladder, starting today. One truth that surprises many older women is that their bodies do not simply age randomly, but silently adapt to what they have neglected. A weakening pelvic floor is not a hopeless sentence, but a quiet whisper telling you to pay attention to a place unseen by the eye, yet profoundly affecting your daily quality of life. You may have once brushed off small leaks with a laugh, thinking it's just old people's business. But it doesn't have to be normal. It can be improved, not with expensive medicine or special devices, but with something surprisingly simple: consistency. Imagine walking into a supermarket without immediately scanning for the nearest restroom. Imagine laughing heartily at a gathering without fearing awkward glances if a little accident happens. These seemingly trivial things shape your sense of confidence, freedom, and dignity, things everyone at any age deserves to keep. Start simply. Right where you are sitting, try gently tightening the muscles you would use to stop urination. Hold for a few seconds. Release. Repeat. This is the Kegel exercise. A seemingly small thing, but it can become the key to regaining control you thought was lost forever. Don't worry if you're unsure you're doing it right. Nowadays, there are physical therapy specialists ready to support and guide you personally. Nothing to be ashamed of, just pure self-care. Remember, it is never too late. Age does not take away your ability to recover, as long as you give your body a chance. You've overcome many storms in life. Don't let the silence of your pelvic muscles cause you to lose out on the years you deserve to live fully. Start today, you deserve it. What may seem like just a fashion choice, wearing tight clothes around the waist, can actually have a strong impact on bladder control, especially for women over 70. Tight pants, cinched waist skirts, or even waist trainers can continuously put pressure on the lower abdomen, where the bladder and pelvic support muscles reside. This pressure not only causes discomfort but also affects the bladder's natural elasticity, leading to sudden urges to urinate or uncontrollable leakage. Imagine trying to take a deep breath while wearing a tight belt around your waist. The feeling of restriction and suffocation is unavoidable. Similarly, your bladder needs space to breathe, a flexible area to expand when full and contract when emptied. When the abdomen is compressed for long periods, not only does the bladder have to work harder, but the pelvic floor muscles, already weakened with age, become even less effective, creating conditions for frequent urinary incontinence. And this is not just a physical issue. The discomfort of holding it in while wearing tight clothes causes many to avoid social activities, reduce community interactions, and increasingly withdraw in anxiety. From a harmless fashion choice, tight clothing can quietly affect both physical health and mental well-being. The good news is the solution is very simple. Prioritize stretchy, comfortable, and soft clothing, especially around the abdomen and hips. These small changes can make a big difference, not only helping your bladder function smoothly but also making you feel comfortable, confident, and ready to engage in daily activities. A little relaxation on the outside can bring a lot of freedom on the inside. Many women over 70 have likely experienced at least once the discomfort caused by their familiar tight-fitting clothes. It's not just a physical feeling of constriction but a silent pressure that deeply affects your health. When tight clothes hug your waist and abdomen, it's like a band squeezing your bladder, an organ that needs flexibility to store and control the flow of urine. Imagine your bladder as a balloon. If you keep holding it tightly, how can it expand to hold enough air? Similarly, when clothes are too tight, the bladder cannot stretch, causing frequent urges to urinate and increasing the risk of incontinence or unexpected leaks. But it's not only the bladder that suffers. The pelvic floor muscles, the foundation supporting the entire lower abdomen, are also seriously affected. These muscles need movement and relaxation to control the opening and closing of the bladder and support urinary function. However, when tight clothes restrict daily movement, the pelvic floor muscles gradually weaken, diminishing their ability to control. That's why even if you regularly do pelvic floor exercises, wearing tight clothes can significantly reduce their effectiveness. It's important to note that many people don't realize their tight clothes may have become too small for their current body. The habit of wearing familiar clothes despite changes in body shape due to age, weight, or health causes the body to endure invisible pressure constantly, from discomfort and bloating to skin redness. These are warning signs that you should pay more attention and care to yourself. Choosing comfortable, soft, and well-fitting clothes that aren't tight doesn't mean you have to lose your style or confidence. On the contrary, it's a way to fully respect and love yourself. If you're using support products to shape your figure or relieve back pain, consider using them wisely, avoiding compressing the entire abdominal area so your body can breathe and move naturally. Finally, remember that letting go of old habits is not surrender. It's a strong step toward caring for your health and maintaining your dignity. Even as the body ages, it deserves attention, healing, and nurturing with the utmost respect. You absolutely can live healthily, happily, and energetically, as long as you allow yourself to change starting from the smallest things. We often think that age determines everything, that health changes after 70 are inevitable and must be accepted. But the deeper truth is this: bladder control and your comfort are not just matters of age, but matters of awareness and choice. When you understand better the factors that influence you, from daily habits and diet to seemingly small details like the type of clothes you wear, you are giving yourself the power to change, to take control of your own health. The most important thing is not to be perfect immediately, but to start with small steps, simple changes you feel comfortable trying. It might be switching to clothes that reduce pressure on your abdomen, doing gentle pelvic floor exercises every day, or simply adjusting how much water you drink at night. Every small step sends a strong message to your body. I am listening to you, I am taking care of you, and I still have the ability to adapt. This not only improves bladder function but also restores your confidence and dignity. You don't have to live with urgency or fear of unexpected leaks. You are not alone on this journey. Thousands of women are learning every day how to care for themselves, adjust their habits, and realize that change is possible. Most importantly, you are writing the next chapter of your life with intention and self-respect. So, are you ready for the first step? It might be something you've never thought about or something you've known but haven't dared to try. Let each day be an opportunity to better understand your body, to listen and honor it. Because life after 70 is not an end, but but a new chapter full of possibilities and joy waiting for you. We warmly welcome your sharing, something you learned today, a change you plan to try, or simply your feelings about this journey. Your comments are not only encouragement to us but also a source of inspiration for the community walking alongside you. Let's spread the message of health, confidence, and dignity that every woman deserves. Thank you for your time and trust in joining us today.